I can't tell you how many times I avoided making and editing this video. Procrastination for me is just avoidance in disguise. Avoiding the thing that you know you need to do. But why is that? It was self-doubt, uncertainty, the messy, uncomfortable space between where I am and where I want to be. I have thousands and thousands of hours of footage sitting in a storage vault that may never see the light of day. And sometimes I think about what that really represents. Not just unfinished edits, but the times I said no. The moments I gave in to doubt, the seasons I didn't feel good enough to share what I had made. Perfectionism can do that to creatives. It keeps the work hidden. It leaves ideas unfinished. It keeps creatives quiet. Is this boring? Will anyone watch this? Will anyone care? I do. So if you're watching this, it means I made my way through all of that noise and did it anyway. So welcome to my little life, tucked away among billions, where dreams are still free, where imagination still matters, and where I'm still learning to not outgrow wonder. Some call this place New Zealand. I call it Neverland.
We're just on the way. It's a little bit grey outside, but camping is on the agenda for the girls. And I'm going to be catching up with Si and hanging out with him, with me and Axa.
And a warm house.
Yep. And yeah, we're just hitting the road now. So off to Tarka, it's in Golden Bay. And yeah, good times. Felt like we got there, and we haven't even got there yet. So let's do it. It's gonna be fun.
So this feels wild to me. One of those many surreal little moments that I get to live now. To someone else, this might just look like a simple snapshot, a basic family on a basic road trip, just another generic vlog. But to me, this moment holds so much more. This was once a girl's imagination. Let me take you back. 7 years ago, I was working in a cute little cafe in a beachside town, and I'd often find myself daydreaming in the quiet moments between mopping floors, baking, cooking, and doing dishes. I actually did enjoy that season. It gave me real-life skills, how to cook, how to bake, how to clean, how to work with people, how to build connection, how to read a room. The kind of skills you cannot buy, only live. But even then, I was imagining a life with more. A life where I could spend my days doing the things I loved most creatively. Sports, events, connection, design, building things from an idea into something real. And now, 7 years later, here we are. A thought turned into reality. We're on our way to our annual Battle for the Bay football tournament, held in beautiful Golden Bay, in partnership with the Golden Bay Football Club. And that's the magic of it all. What looks simple on the outside often carries a much deeper story. Because here, we gather, we connect, we play the game we love, and we talk about mental health in a real way. For me, that often looks like sharing my story, the loss of my dad and my brother to suicide, the ache of that, the vulnerability of opening your heart, the quiet courage it takes to tell the truth. But I've learned that sharing your story is one of the fastest ways to build trust, to create connection, and to remind someone else that they are not alone. So that's where we are, on the road between the ordinary and the sacred, on our way to football, to people, to purpose, on our way to Neverland.
got mud to repair. Day done. Awesome day. Really enjoyed being around everybody and being a part of it. Thanks so much.
About to have some dinner. It was a beautiful night. Woo! Lasagna. Who has lasagna camping?
We do.
Another year folded softly into memory. Another dream we once whispered and now lived out loud. Connections deepened, laughter grew louder, and somewhere in it all, life stretched in the most beautiful ways. But more than anything, I feel proud that my son gets to witness it. To grow up beside two parents who keep saying yes, who leaned into the unknown, who chooses a full life even when it's messy. As yes theory says, we seek discomfort, but really we're just choosing to live fully. And now he gets to see for himself that there isn't only one way to live, there are many. And if you're willing to believe it, step towards it and say yes when it counts, you too can build a life that feels like your own.
Every fool I can say.
And what goes up must come down, but not in a negative way. Down as in downtime, as in Sabbath, as in letting yourself be held by a slower rhythm for a little while. It's in moments like this that I'm able to really feel and appreciate the surrealness of my life. The small, sacred kind of moments where I look around and realize this is how I get to wake up every day. This is how I get to spend most of my days. We all measure success differently, but this right here feels like mine. The ability to slow down, to make space for rest, to let the week begin gently instead of rushing to meet it, to come sit with me for a moment as I rest, sip tea, watch the sunlight pouring through the windows, quiet reflection, and all the in-between. It's nice weather out there.
Easy. Hey.
Yeah, he was chatting away.
Well, kiddo, he loves it.
Huh?
I was going to say they call to just process rating.
Yep.
How many kids live like that? I don't know any.
A very regulated kid, that's why. Hi. Hi. Mo. Okay. Oh no. This boy, he loves putting his swaddles on and laying in bed at 9 a.m. It's actually 9:30 now. This is what he does every morning. He likes to have his own space in the morning just to be, to process.
A bee.
Be a bee.
A bee.
Don't you, darling? You just like laying down, putting your swaddle on, resetting. You like your mum. Slow mornings, man. Slow mornings. This is what he likes doing. Dog? Is that peanut butter and nana?
No. Bye.
What?
Bye.
Oh, no, darling.
Bye.
I know. I know you like planes.
Bye.
You love watching planes, don't you?
I'm not surprised though, that's Wellington for you.
Bye. Bye.
I know, darling. We don't watch planes today. Oh, yeah. Oh, Daddy.
There you go. Here's your little fork. Nice to talk to Daryl. Try and have some calls with him. He always goes for the big fork, eh? Ooh, that's a better fork for you. Do you want to try this one?
Yes, it's rain, darling. Look at that, eh? Salad. Lives the egg. Healthy living, eh? We're off to the studio. We're going to do a podcast interview. I haven't met these guys in person, so we'll be meeting them in person and recording and connecting. So yeah, excited, nervous. You know, it's always nerve-wracking recording things, but we get there. So We'll see you soon. And this is one of those pinch me moments again, the kind that feels surreal, like it hasn't quite landed yet. And I catch myself thinking, how do I get to live this? How do I get to experience moments like this, almost weekly? Because it didn't always look like this. Let's go back to that version of me I was talking about earlier. You know, that one that worked at that cute little beachside cafe. Picture this. I was driving along the old coastal road, heading to the little cute beachside cafe I used to work at. I remember it so vividly, this one moment. It was around 6:30 in the morning. It was a summer morning where the world felt half asleep, half golden. The sun would slip through the window, a little hazy, resting gently on my face, and I'd sit there in it. A podcast sharing stories of people who chose something different, people who walked away from the safe path and leaned into the quiet pull of their what-ifs or their one-days. And something in me would wake up, not loudly, not all at once, but enough to plant a thought. What if I did that too? What if this life I keep imagining is actually waiting for me? And it's wild to think now that so much of what I'm living started as something that small. Just a feeling, just a thought in the car, a girl with sunlight on her face, daring to imagine a different way of life. And somehow that was enough.
The rose between two forms.
Come, sit.
Turn around.
You gonna turn around for this? So we'll go.
Yeah.
So
Love this.
thanks for coming in. I love all the work you guys are doing. We'll keep an eye out.
See you on the road on Saturday.
Yeah. That is awesome. Look at that. People are always searching for the answer to their ultimate morning routine. No judgment at all, because truly that was me. You name it, I've probably tried it. Every trending ritual, every productivity habit, every wake up at 4 a.m. and become your best self kind of routine. I was such a sucker for it. And the verdict? Burnout. So what do I do now? Honestly, it depends on my mood. Terrible advice. Maybe do as I say and not as I do. You've been warned. But these days, I'm less interested in following some perfect formula and more interested in listening to the rhythm of my own life. Most mornings, I'll do a Bible study before everyone wakes up. Let the day begin slowly, maybe train in the garage, hang out with my family, have breakfast. It's really not that exciting on paper, but it works. Some days I'm up at 5:30 a.m. for CrossFit, other days it's sauna and ice bath, and some mornings are productive, some are softer. I'm learning to move with what my body needs, rather than forcing myself into someone else's version of a good routine. And honestly, that seems to be doing the trick. It works for me. time? Not even 9 o'clock. $8:48. Love this tree. So I've always had this dream to set up a table here and have a gathering. So that's what we're doing right now. Today we're throwing together a last minute birthday for our son. Jono and I have always been a little spontaneous like that, just cruising through life, often not knowing exactly what a season will bring, but trusting it anyway. And one thing that has always stayed true in this is we love opening our home. We love gathering people around the table from all walks of life, with all kinds of stories, different views, shared views, agreements and disagreements. And yet somehow underneath it all, there is still this beautiful meeting place, a place where people can speak freely, listen deeply, learn about life, the world and each other. That kind of space means so much to us. I will always make time for it. I never want to be too busy to host a dinner, a potluck, a slow evening full of story sharing, the burdens, the joys, the wins, the losses, and all of it. Because if there is one thing I know for sure, my version of Neverland is this: never doing life alone. And if you've stayed here with me this long, thank you. Truly, thank you for giving me a little bit of your precious time. I hope you do something fulfilling today, something that makes you feel a little more alive. Like Peter Pan said, laughter is timeless, imagination has no age, and dreams are forever. And maybe that's what Neverland really is.